Welcome to Titans Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is March the 11th, and welcome to March 11, 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the launch day of 2K22. Everybody's happy that we got a good game, and I'm happy for it too. We got the yard sale. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some Impact Wrestling to talk about. We got some matches that got added. Well, we got one match got added to the Impact Wrestling's Rebellion pay-per-view that will happen on April 23rd. Still a long ways to get to there. So Josh Alexander had to wait a whole bunch of weeks to get a shot at the World Championship. Well, speaking of Josh Alexander, we didn't get a lot of segments. We do have Bullet Club segments. The Bullet Club came out saying they're here. They did lose the tag titles, but they have something to say about Alex Shelley. They want to do the too sweet to Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley came out. He says, I'm not doing the too sweet. You didn't want to shake my hand on Saturday at second place. I'm not doing no too sweet. But we did hear that next week we will have the Bullet Club will be in a tag team match. It will be Jay White, and it will be Chris Bay will be versing the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin next week on Impact Wrestling. That's going to be interesting to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Josh Alexander, he came out, he talked about his return and all that stuff, and he wants the World Championship at Rebellion. Until, ladies and gentlemen, the Traitor came out with his goons, Eddie Edwards, and Honor No More came out. And they talk about that Josh Alexander says, I won at Bound for Glory for the people and for the company when he took the title off of Christian Cage and brought it back to the Impact Wrestling. And he did say that Eddie Edwards had a chance at Turning Point and he lost. So technically he did have a chance, but he lost. And then Matt Taven says to Josh Alexander, we are former world champions, but we have a different reigning. Because remember, Josh Alexander lost his title in front of his wife. Very short reign, but Josh Alexander had a big comeback. And he says, yeah, your world title is different than mine because when you're the world champion, you make the business, you make the promotion out of business. They're talking about Ring of Honor. They're out of business. But I don't think he was the world champion before that, wasn't he? Wasn't that Bandito? Or no, Rouge and Jonathan Gresham. They're the Ring of Honor world champions. How did he do it? He said it better than I did, guys. You should go see it. But Josh Alexander says he had a whole bunch of obstacles, whole bunch of people trying to get in his way for the world championship. He says, guess what? How about 6 more? And then he started brawling with all 6 guys. Was there 6 guys in there? There was Eddie Edwards, Taven, Mike Bennett, Vincent, and Kenny King. There was 5. I guess he was meant like PCO because PCO is part of it. But he was injured because what happened at second place. So all that happened. Josh Alexander had a brawl with them. And then here comes Team Impact coming out. Rhino with a chair. Rhino took forever by smashing the chair on the ramp. Why you do that? Run into there and start beating people. We got Rich Swann and Willie Mag fighting them as well. And then Scott D'Amore stopped this. And he says, you know what? All the chaos, one of these days, we're not going to have chaos. But that's not tonight. He says, we're going to have opportunities. He's going to give Eddie Edwards Eddie Edwards an opportunity. Because Eddie Edwards complains he doesn't get opportunities. So he's going to get one. And he says, Scott D'Amore says, in the main event, it will be Rich Swann versus Eddie Edwards. And then he says, no, everybody is banned from ringside for the whole day because we do have Willie Matt from Team Impact versus Kenny King. And then we have the main event. Nobody's allowed to be at ringside during those matches. No Team Impact and no Honor No More. So to start off the Impact Wrestling, we got Willie Mack versus Kenny King in a pretty decent match. Not bad, but the winner of that match was Willie Mack. Good job for Willie Mack getting the win. Then we had a triple threat match to become the No One contender for the X Division Championship at Rebellion. It will be Ace Austin versus Crazy Steve versus John Skyler with Trey Miguel on commentary. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I love the X Division. I love the 3-ways. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and the new No One contender is Ace Austin. But we heard that there's going to be a triple threat match for the champion. Deonna Purrazzo will be versing, is it Giselle? Giselle and Lady Frost for both the titles. So does one of them get one of the titles, and or they just get both of the titles? I don't know. They never done a 3-way on these. So that's happening next week as well. A whole bunch of championship matches. 1 championship matches. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the new Knockouts champions. The Knockouts Tag Team Champions and the Knockouts Champion. We have Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood teaming up with Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans to versus Mickie James, Chelsea Green, and Jesse and Casey in an 8 Knockouts tag team match. I thought it was a pretty decent match, but Mickie James told Chelsea Green not to come in the ring to start off the match because she had a cast on her wrist because she hurt her wrist while she was having the champ challenge on Saturday. So all that happened, but it was a pretty decent match. Not bad, but the winner of that match was Mickie James's team getting the win. The first time these guys won championships, they lose their first match as champions. My goodness. Then we had our main event. It will be Eddie Edwards versus Rich Swann. I thought it was a pretty decent match. These two guys could make a hell of a match. But if it was a pay-per-view, I wish it was a pay-per-view than the weekly show, because it's only 2 hours. I got the burps. But if it was on a pay-per-view, a 3-hour show, it will be a little longer. But the winner of that match was Eddie Edwards getting the win. Good job. And we heard that it will be Josh Alexander versus Matt Taven next week. And Scott D'Amore says, after that match, be focused on the World Championship match. And we also heard that if Moose does not sign the contract, because I guess he didn't sign it, we're not having a normal contract signing in the ring, because Scott D'Amore says you don't want to be near Josh Alexander right now. So just sign the contract, give it back to me next week, and if you don't, the title will be stripped off of Moose. But Moose agreed to this match. All he has to do is sign that contract for Rebellion. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. We're getting closer to the first DLC. We're not getting closer, but we're getting there. You guys should be happy when it's April, because that's when it's coming out. And after Impact Wrestling's Rebellion, then you can count the days when we get the first DLC, because that's 3 days before the DLC comes out. So I can't wait, because there's going to be, I believe, Yokozuma's first, Rikishi. That's pretty cool. I think Omos as well. I think. And I believe an NXT superstar. I think. I don't remember who's in the packs. But there's a lot. Doink the Clown is in the game, guys. Doink the Clown. That guy never been in the game for a long time. 2K game. I guess Battlegrounds is a 2K game. But not that kind of game. I'm talking about the series. 2K series. Doink the Clown is making his return. I think the last time he was in a WWE game, SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. That's crazy. The Hurricane is going to be in it. We got some current wrestlers going to be in it, like Isaiah Lee, Casey, Indy Hartwell. Man, there's a lot of people. I'm happy, and ladies and gentlemen, there's one I'm not happy about. He has a match at WrestleMania, Logan Paul. Oh, I know what I'm going to be doing, Logan, when I get you. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. You know what to do when you like this video. Hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown and AEW's Rampage results. That's all for me today. Time is out. Bye.